Welcome to the New World Order Showcase Podcast. Your host, Jill Hart, the coach's Alchemist. Couldn't be more excited to have you join us today. On this podcast, we celebrate the champions of change, the up-and-coming life, health and transformational coaches who are fearlessly stepping forward to make a difference in the world. Get ready for inspiring stories, practical tips, and powerful moments that will motivate you to make a positive change in your life and those around you. We're happy to have you join us on this incredible journey as we dive into the world of life, health, and transformational coaches who are lighting up the path towards a better tomorrow.
Hi, and welcome to the New World Order Showcase Podcast. Today we are speaking with Marla Torres. Marla is a transformational coach who specializes in intuitive healing. Welcome to the show, Marla. We are friends from another program that we were both in together. That's how we met, and it's so fun to get to connect with you again right now. I've really been looking forward to this.
Me too. Thank you for having me.
And we were talking about energy allergy healing and how powerful it is. And did you want to talk about that just a little bit? I want to hear your story, how you got where you got, but I want to know about the energy.
Yes. Yeah. So this just came into my awareness earlier this year. Just a little backstory. I was having horrific allergies. Like I've had seasonal allergies, hay fever, for most of my life at this point. And so I thought at first that I was just having symptoms like that it would clear up, and it didn't. And it just kept going on. And I developed a really bad cough as a result of the postnasal drip and all the stuff. And I couldn't shake it. I was trying every remedy. I even resorted to pharmaceuticals at one point, and just it didn't work for me either. Nothing was working. And then I was guided to this another podcast, a telesummit actually, and Kimberly Carlson, who is the founder of this method, she was a guest, and she talked about the energetic allergy healing, and it just really resonated. And so I'm like, let me see, maybe that's my key, my key to heal myself from this, because it just nothing was working. And it had been well over a year at that point. And so earlier in the spring of this year, I had a session with her. And one thing that's important to know when you do energy healing of any sort, that sometimes your symptoms, things that you are feeling, may be intensified before they start to get better. It's kind of like this, you kind of ramp up and then kind of ease down, and may have another little ramp up and ease down. So I experienced that. I was my symptoms got worse, and I was a little discouraged, but I'm like, you know what? No, I was reminded that, sometimes things get worse before they get better. And I just stuck with it and just would listen to the energetic allergy healing clearing that she did for me. I was doing it twice a day, and for 4 weeks initially was the prescription. And I noticed at the end of 4 weeks, I checked in and I'm like, I need to do it a little bit longer. So I ended up doing it for 6 weeks. And then I was completely better. I was completely better. We were talking about, keeping a box of tissues around you all the time. That's how I was. And all of a sudden, no more needing to run to Costco for the big box, the big thing of Kleenexes, because there was something that was healed, and it was amazing to see that my symptoms just disappeared. And I was like, okay, I needed to learn how to do this. So I'm always a learner and always just discovering new things and how, to expand myself and help others. And so I took the practitioner course, and just finished that in October, and I've just seen so much transformation in my own life, but I've also been seeing it in lives of clients, and even for my daughter. She another backstory, I went through a pretty nasty divorce several years ago, and she was pretty young at the time, and she couldn't sleep in her room alone anymore. So she wanted to sleep with me. And I was like, absolutely, I know it's not going to last forever. Come. So she had been sleeping with me. And this year she was like, okay, I'm ready to go back to my room. And I'm like, okay, no problem. We set her up. But there was stored trauma in her bed, in her blankets, in her pillows, and she couldn't sleep. And I was trying all this stuff again. And then in one of the classes for the practitioner training, somebody had brought up about you can be allergic to sleep, you can be allergic to, inanimate objects. And it just clicked. I'm like, she's allergic to her bed. Like there was a trauma there that caused an allergy for her, and she couldn't sleep. And so I did an energetic allergy healing session for her, ran it less than a week, and she was able to go to her bed and fall asleep. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Like I have to share this. Like everybody needs to know about this option, like and I know not every modality resonates with everyone, but for those that this will resonate with, I'm like, I want to share it. There's so much potential with it. It's just really super exciting to me.
As somebody who lives with a Kleenex box here, I mean, really, Kleenex box. I can't
Yep.
go anywhere without Kleenexes. I've been known to go on a walk and forget my Kleenexes and knock on people's doors and ask them for toilet paper. I mean,
Oh,
that's how bad it is. I live in a small
yeah.
community and I know most of the people, so they're not like,
Nice.
who's that weirdo? But yeah, it's not, still a little embarrassing.
Mm,
By that time you've got like you needed the Kleenex a while ago, let's put it that way.
right. I feel you. I feel you.
So, uh, and it's so interesting that you talk about inanimate objects and trauma, that you could be allergic to trauma. That is really fascinating. It's kind of like have you heard of the body code?
Yes.
It seems like there's a connection there, at least to
It
me.
seems like there is. Yeah, I would say there's some similarities for sure.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, so tell us your story. How did you get to where you're at?
So let me try and condense this for you. Grew up in a very strict religious home, and I never felt like I fit in. I was, um, I think they would coin me the black sheep of the family. I like to say I'm the sparkly rainbow sheep. I'm like, no, I'm different. I was
You the
meant to be
unicorn.
different. Yes, I was meant to not fit in. Took me a while to realize that, and it was painful, realizing that initially. But my purpose in this lifetime was to be different, to be able to show people a different way, including my family. And so that was how I kind of got started. And then I left that religion when I was in my early 20s. Had an eating disorder as part of the trauma of all the religious stuff, and healed through that. Um, Met and married my first husband, but he was an alcoholic and drug addict in remission. He was in the rooms, and um, he relapsed and he died. And so that was like a whole um, big experience for me to work through that, and that set me in a different trajectory. And then I met my second husband, who's my daughter's father, and um, that relationship was very volatile. He was abusive, um, verbally and emotionally abusive, and um, it pushed me to a point where I broke and I realized that I needed to choose me and I needed to start on that healing journey for myself. And um, now I'm very grateful for him in that relationship, because that was a catalyst for my growth. That was really the universe really got my attention with that, like, hello, it's time to change. This is not what you came here to do. And so I set out to heal myself. I was I would say about a year and a half after my daughter was born, I was experiencing what I thought was still postpartum symptoms. So just the extreme fatigue, my hair was falling out still, I was cold all the time, um, all while still trying to, work at a critical care ICU crazy setting. And I just kept getting told, oh, you have Hashimoto's thyroiditis and it's an autoimmune disease and you just have to live with it. You're going to feel like shit for the rest of your life. And I didn't accept that. I couldn't accept it. It just wasn't resonant for me. And so I set out to try and find how I could heal myself. And I finally found, after firing a few doctors, I finally found somebody that heard me. And she was, not the traditional Western medicine doctor. And she guided me for a while. I went through a few different practitioners. And then I found a naturopathic doctor who was like, you need, he's like, I can give you all these, supplements. We can do all the tests. We can do all the stuff. But until you start to heal at an emotional level and a spiritual level, it's not going to make a difference. It's like pouring water into a bucket with holes. And that woke me up. And I was like, oh, okay, like I'm wasting money, essentially, was where I was at. And so I started on that path of healing at an energetic level. Started working with a shamanic Reiki master who then ended up being my teacher. And I became a shamanic Reiki master also. And I found so much healing with that. And then things just shifted and I started adding, then Kundalini yoga came into my awareness and tantric malas and um, the Akashic records. I learned how to read the Akashic records. And it's just, I kept finding these modalities that just resonated with where I was on my journey and helped heal me a little bit farther. And then this year, um, happy to say, I think it was actually a little bit before my energetic allergy healing that I was able to come off of thyroid medication, prescription thyroid medication. And I know it's not completely healed my thyroid, but it is, I would say like 90, probably like 90%. Like it's so much night and day difference from where I was. Sorry, fur babies coming in, coming in hot.
Yay.
Um, it was a night and day difference from where I was when they tried to give me that diagnosis. And um, just passionate about helping people know that you can heal from a myriad of things. You don't have to accept diagnoses that the practitioners want to give you. You can take back the power and become your own healer. Ultimately, you have people that are healers that can help guide you on your journey. But I don't heal you. Like you take that power and once you can connect with that, you heal yourself. And so it's super empowering once you're like in that flow. And like now that I can say like, no, I healed myself significantly from this. Like I wouldn't even claim that diagnosis ever. I never made it mine. And so it didn't become a part of my being. And I think that's also important too, not um to identify or to make a diagnosis you, because then
It's
that's
just
what
a label.
yeah, it's just a label. But if you claim it, then you become what you claim into your life. And just realizing how powerful our words are. They essentially are spells and we're creating this reality. And looking back, I see, because also around the time of the really messy divorce, I went through bankruptcy. And so looking back, that's a few years ago, looking to where I am now, like the reality that I've created. And just I try to impart it to everyone, like to tell my daughter, like you're a powerful manifester, you can do this, you can create the life that you want and you can heal yourself, and so um yeah, I'm just a big proponent of like, let's do it, you can do it, I'll be your cheerleader, I can help guide you, but you absolutely can heal and be living a vibrant life that you never thought was possible.
Yeah, and
So that
next
was a little
year,
longer
the
than I thought it was going to be.
energy is all lined up specifically for this.
Yeah,
Watch out, world.
exactly. Exactly. And I think too, like, we were talking a little bit before, like the world is awakening, like people are becoming more aware. And um there's more people now than ever, or at least in this part of our lifetime, that are open to other forms of healing, and knowing that it's not just doesn't have to just be pharmaceuticals. And don't get me wrong, Western medicine has its place, but it's not the only way. And so just knowing that you have options, and the options are effective also. And you don't
And
have
Marla
bad
was a
side effects.
nurse. We didn't mention that.
Yeah, I am a nurse. I did critical care nursing for almost 15 years. I still have my nursing license. I just am not at the bedside anymore. Um, but yes, it's been interesting to see and to be, trained in one way of thinking, and then now to like retrain myself and relearn, and even just learning too, like food is medicine, like just being able to nourish. That's been another huge part of my healing too, is just nourishing my body with organic foods, nourishing my body with, you know, these vitamins that are made not synthetically, that they're made from real, food, plants, all that. And it's just super, again, super empowering, just knowing that you can, call back your power. And every single one of us has the power to do this. And, you know, it might feel daunting at first, so just start small, make one small change, and just watch it amplify.
Yeah, I'm a very big proponent of that. And send something out. Like, I want to see a rainbow today, or I want to see a butterfly today, or I want to see. I used to do things like I wanted to rain, and then look for it, and
Yep.
I didn't have to wait long. The universe has such a sense of humor for me. So it
Yes.
rained. I got sprinkles like right over where I was. It was not raining anywhere else, just like within a 6 foot circle around me. And it was only
Love
for
it.
a couple minutes, but it was definitely rain and it was definitely falling on me. And I laughed and laughed and laughed. I thought that was the funniest thing. But stuff like that can happen if you just like,
Yes.
if you put it out there and if you really have the energy for it, healing
Yep.
is like, and you talk about religion. Well, in Christianity, you have Jesus wandering around healing people, and
Right.
even some of the disciples healed people. So
Yep.
it's like, this is not, we call it woo, but it's really not woo. It's just
It's
science.
really not. It's really not woo. It's like you can go down the rabbit trail and really discover what really happened and how things got twisted and turned around from this way of being and living into the lucrative business of pharmaceuticals and Western medicine. And you see
And
where things
religion.
shifted.
Religion has done
And
the same
religion
thing.
too. 100%, 100%. And so you can go down and do your research. I invite you to do your research because it's available. You can find it. And once you discover how things got twisted, like at least for me, it makes me even more like committed to healing this way, and to also empowering others, and to learning more, because I know there's that. I just know. I know I'm going to be learning new modalities, and I know I'm going to be, aligning, because where I am vibrating now, okay, this aligns. And, it's not saying that the shamanic Reiki doesn't align anymore. It absolutely does. I still, utilize
It's
it,
all the
but you
same.
just kind of you evolve and you add to your toolbox, and you just keep, creating. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and um, you can help more people. I think that's really the biggest thing for me, is that, you know, it's not about just keeping this for myself. It's like, no, I can help people help themselves, and then they in turn can help people help themselves. And, and just that big ripple effect. Like, it doesn't have to be confined to just Marla living over here in Tennessee, like, no, everyone, gets this opportunity. There's no what's the word, restriction, no prejudice, like, no, everybody gets it.
Yeah, it's not just like for some people, it's
Right.
everyone. Everyone gets to be who they were brought here to be. And the more people that will step into it, better the whole world will be for all of us. If you just can own being you. take responsibility for where you are now and responsibility for where you're going. You don't have to plan it all out, but know where you want to go, know what you want to embrace, and to watch it happen because
Yes.
we are
Yes.
powerful creators.
We are. And I like to encourage people to just getting started and not quite sure where to start. Um, Gratitude practice. It's huge. When I was first getting started, I read one of Pam Grout's books. It's called Thank and Grow Rich. And she has all these different experiments that you can do. And one of them was a daily gratitude she said, start for 30 days. Every day, write down 3 things that you're grateful for. And try not to keep repeating those every day for the 30 days. Each day find something new. And I I knew my propensity for starting something and then if I didn't have accountability, like, oh, whatever, I'll do it tomorrow. So I started a Facebook Messenger group and invited my friends in to come help hold me accountable, invited them to join if they wanted to join in with the gratitude, but it was more for, like, I knew I needed to show up, and that's been going strong for a few years now. And not everybody comes in every day, and that's fine, but it's about shifting the way we think. I know 100% that was integral part of me shifting and healing, was that gratitude, that daily gratitude practice, because it shifts how you think and how you look at life and how you manifest. Like, it really is a catalyst for manifestation and for healing. Like, it's free. You can do it. Everyone can do it, and
Everyone
um,
can, and
it's
it
there.
shifts the way you think.
Hmm.
If you have the propensity to wander around running those loops that we all have through your head, if you're having to think about, okay, the things I'm grateful for, and tomorrow I have to come 3 more. So you spend your day thinking about the 3 more that you're gonna come up with. And it doesn't leave a lot of room for the negative loops.
Right.
And you become aware of the things that you think about. That's kind of how manifesting works. It's not
Mhm.
that it wasn't there all along. It's just you become aware of what you're being grateful for. And it's the awareness of the thing that you're looking to manifest. It allows it to materialize because it's always
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's incredible. Highly
So
recommend.
how do you do your coaching? I know you are a coach. How do you do it? Is it groups? Is it self-paced? The one-on-one? How
Right
do you
now
set
it's
that up?
one-on-ones.
Okay.
One-on-ones right now. I have, groups on my plan for future, but right now it is one-on-ones, and I can do, a one-on session, but the energetic allergy healing really is cumulative, and you really do need several sessions at least to be able to um, really just peel away those layers for healing and to see some huge shifts for sure. Yeah.
And I know you're gonna do an energy healing here in a little bit, but I want to talk about your tantric malas. Is that how you say it?
Yes, my tantric malas. I have one on. We'll see if you can see one of the ones that I've made. I
They're
love them.
beautiful. I was looking at them on your website,
Oh,
and they're
good.
available for sale on her website. So
Yes. Yeah, so you can do custom ones too. Like, those I think are probably one of the most fun for me, just because I get to really, connect with another being and just intuitively be guided to the crystals for them and the mantra for them, and just really holding that energy while I'm creating the tantric malas. Um, yeah, it's just so special. I just got angel bumps. Like, it really lights me up. I love creating them so much.
and do they come with essential oils that you infuse with Reiki energy, and then is it something else, or is that the are the essential oils something different?
Essential oils were separate. Um, So I do also have essential oil blends that I infuse with Reiki, and I have crystals in them just based on their properties and then the oils properties to really amplify and work together. And so the crystals I've charged in the moonlight, and yeah, it's a really packs a powerful punch also.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yes,
So, and people can get in touch with you. I want to make sure that we get all of this part in.
yes.
So people can get in touch with you on your website, and tell them the website name.
Intuitive Care with Marla.
.com, and we'll put that in the show notes for sure. And you're and I'm sorry, I just lost it. And we're gonna do this energy allergy healing.
Allergy healing. Yep.
Are there
So I
are
just
there
want
things
to
people need to know about this?
Yes, I was just going to go over. Sorry, my cat. If some, she's looking a little curious. Just want to go over a little bit of description, just so people kind of have an understanding going in. Although with energy healing, I don't know if you ever truly have an understanding. There's a lot of trust and just a knowing. But energetic allergy healing is a unique, life-changing modality that heals and clears allergies and inflammation from our bodies. An allergy has been traditionally defined as a hypersensitive physical response to specific substances, but it is so much more than that. An allergy is essentially inner resistance showing up as a negative immune reaction in your body. Resistance is the absence of harmony. When you are in any kind of resistance, emotional, mental, physical, and or spiritual, you literally absorb this resistance into your body. That's what allergies and inflammation are. Allergy healing releases this unconscious resistance and restores harmony by clearing deep negative programming, trauma, and emotions that are causing this resistance within you. When this happens, your body naturally falls back into alignment with your external and internal environment at the energetic and cellular levels. As a result, substances in your environment, such as grains, pollens, and dust that previously caused an allergic reaction, will no longer affect you because you have reached deep harmony on an energetic and cellular level. And I would just add also that with any type of healing, there's always layers. So um, I just moved last week and noticed my allergies flaring up again. So I dove into that and really found that there was an allergy around moving. Like there had been a trauma, and so worked on clearing that and noticed a huge improvement in my symptoms again, but it's interesting to notice how it came up. Initially, those allergies had started when I was preparing to sell my home in New York and move. And so it's like, it was interesting to me to see them come up again with another move, even though it wasn't as long of a distance move, but it was still a move and there still was some trauma stuck there. And so it's just fascinating for me to see that, okay, came up again. Doesn't mean that it didn't work the first time. It absolutely did. It's just like there was some more stuff now coming up. They're like, now you're ready. Like now you're ready to heal this part. And so just embraced that and worked with it. So it was pretty cool to see and to be able to just run this on myself. I love it.
It is so
So what I'm going,
interesting how moving does
oh
cause
yeah,
trauma in our lives. It can be exciting, but there's always something to it, and it's so much work.
it is, but yeah, it's worth it in the long run.
It is absolutely. I've never moved someplace that I wasn't really glad that I made the move,
Right.
but there's always like something that shifts. And I've moved a lot in my life, like every few years.
Wow.
I'm bound and determined to stay in this house as long as I can.
There you go.
I keep planting trees in different places too, so it's like, "Oh, I
Nice.
don't want to leave my trees."
I feel you. I feel you. Oh, so we're going to start with a heart breath connection meditation. And then what I'm going to do is I have a bunch of different kits that I'm going to muscle test through. I am not being guided to muscle test through all of them. I will go through the fundamentals and see what's coming up, and then just see if as I'm going there's anything intuitively. So this is for anyone listening on the replays, and for you also, Jill. And just we'll see. It won't be super long. We'll just do like a little condensed version of it, just so that y'all can have a taste and see.
Love samples.
Yes, I know, me too. All right, so we're going to start the meditation. I invite you to close your eyes and get comfortable, as long as you're in a safe space to do so. And drop down into your heart. If it helps, you can place a hand over your heart just to help you physically connect with that part of your body and really place your focus and awareness there. Now begin to breathe slowly and deeply, breathing as if you are breathing in and out of your heart. Practicing a 5-second inhale and a 5-second exhale if you can. Feeling into the partnership between your breath and your heart as you breathe. Taking a moment as you breathe to send gratitude to your own beautiful, sacred heart. Good. Now, as you breathe, begin to place your awareness on the connection that exists between your heart and the heart of Gaia. As you feel into that connection, see, sense, or imagine the golden love light from the heart of Gaia expanding and amplifying up into your lower chakras, coming up your chakra column and filling your heart. Notice how it now expands out from your heart as you breathe, filling every cell of your body, filling all parts and aspects of you. Good. Now, from your heart, begin to place your focus and attention on the connection that exists between your heart and the heart of your higher self. As you breathe through your heart, feel yourself expanding into a deep connection with your I am or your divine aspect, connecting heart to heart with the highest aspect of you that you can access in this now moment. Good. From this connection, begin to bring your focus and attention to the connection that exists between your heart and the heart of Source, of Creator, of the Divine. As you feel into that connection, allow your breath to expand you into Source of Source now. See, sense, or imagine the iridescent Source love light from the heart of Source, expanding and amplifying down into your higher chakras, coming down your chakra column and filling your heart. Good. Notice how it now expands out from your heart as you breathe, filling every cell of your body, filling all parts and aspects of you now. Holding the intention to stay anchored in all of this light, anchored, into the 5th dimensional Gaia grid, grounded and connected into all of this light as we move through this clearing and as you move through your day. You can go ahead and start to come back to this space. You can wiggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes when you're ready. And I am going to go ahead and start to muscle test to see what's coming up to be cleared for us all today. Let me just grab my notepad to write down what comes up so I can remember when I go to run the clearing. Okay. All right, so we're starting in the fundamentals. Anything for allergy combinations? No. Anything for this column of proteins? No. This column? Yes. Amino acids? Yes. The whole group, or do I need to break them down? The whole group. Okay. Amino acids. And then anything for calcium? No. Sugars? No. Anything here in this column? Yes. These sugars, this column, this row? Yes. Dextrose. Anything else in this column? No. Dextrose. For vitamins, anything for vitamin A? No. Vitamin B complex? No. Vitamin C? Yes. Do I need to do them separate or separate? Yes. This? No. Yes. Okay. So I have acerola and ascorbic acid. Yes. Ascorbic acid. Bioflavonoid buffered C. Any more in the vitamin C? No. Vitamin D? No. Vitamin E? No. Vitamin F? F, yes. The whole section? Yes. Okay, vitamin F. And vitamin K? No. Iron? No. Salt? No. All right. Let's just see. Can I add another priority allergy to this healing session for the group today without throwing them into a healing crisis and having them clear it all successfully and 100%? Yes. Okay. Do any from this page? No. This page? No. This page? No. This page? No. This one? No. This page? No. This page? No. This page? No. This page? No. Here? No. Here? No. Here? No. Here? No. Any in the organ section? No. Any for the brain? No. Okay. Any for the heart? No. Any, okay, I'm feeling and hearing emotions. Let's go to emotions. All right. So any on this page? Yes. Any under people? Yes. Any in this column? Yes. This row? No. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. Children. So emotions around children, workers, cousins. This. Any more in this row? Column? No. Any in this column? No. Events? No. Places? No. Okay. Um, any in this page? No. This page? No. This page? No. This one? No. No. This one? No. This one? No. This one? Are we done with emotions? Yes. Okay. Let's see. Are we done with the list? Yes. Okay. Alrighty. So we are also going to run a couple other programs, spiritual programs for helping to balance things and to release. So we're going to run relationship trauma release, harmony, peace, and balance restored, resolving inflammation. So in Divine Love and Light, run relationship trauma release, harmony, peace, and balance restored, and resolving inflammation. And now we'll do the energetic allergy healing. In Divine Love and Light, run an energetic allergy healing for amino acids, dextrose, acerola, ascorbic acid, buffered C, vitamin F, and emotions around children. Heal these allergies and all relationships between all of these allergies and everyone listening on this call. Create or change it. Anchoring this healing in now, anchoring it into your heart and high heart, mind and higher mind, anchoring the healing into your cells, your DNA and RNA, into your nervous system, into your Earth Star chakra, into the heart of Gaia, into your soul grid, and into all 12 dimensions now. Create or change it. All right, and let's just see how often to listen. How many times a day? Once a day, twice a day, more than twice a day? No, twice a day, 2 times a day. And let's see, less than a week? Yes, okay. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 days, 5, 6 days, 6 days, for 6 days. For optimal clearing, to listen 2 times a day for 6 days. And if it feels for you personally, just like with me, with the 4 weeks just wasn't quite enough, you can always extend it until you feel like, okay, you've reached some balance. So you can, again, you are your own healer. You can play with that a little bit. And you're complete.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have something to share with you, but I'll share it in a minute.
Okay.
So is there anything else that you would like to leave the audience before we close up here?
I mean, I know I've said it through the show, but I really just want to reinforce that you have the power within you. Just got angel bumps again, just like that, just feeling like that's really strong to just impart to everyone, just to know that you do have the power within you. You are capable of doing this, and you are not alone. There's so many of us healers that are here for helping you and assisting you. Just see who resonates with you and take that first step, and onward and upward for your healing.
Thank you so much, Marla. This has been my pleasure having you on here, but I think the energy allergy healing is going to be pretty life-changing for a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another empowering episode of the You World Order Showcase podcast. We hope you've enjoyed hearing from our incredible life, health, and transformational coaches who are making a profound impact on the world. Remember, change begins with you, and you have the power to transform your life and the lives of others. If you want to take that next step and unlock your true potential, visit thecoachesalchemist.com, where you can find the 3 ways we can help you for free to spin your talent into gold with clarity, a system, and a plan. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an inspiring episode. And if you enjoyed today's show, we'd greatly appreciate it if you could leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback means the world to us and helps us reach more people with our positive message. Stay connected with us on social media for updates, behind-the-scenes content, and upcoming guest announcements. You can find us on Facebook at the You World Order, or simply visit thecoachesalchemist.com.